What's good, my peeps? This is Babbear31 here, back with another video, and I've decided to spend some time playing with the latest Minecraft preview snapshot with the Copper Golem. In my opinion, going from just hitting buttons to chest sorting is one of the best improvements Mojang has made. This was an unexpected move they pulled, and I say that because the community expects losing mobs from mob votes to not make it into the game. However, it seems that Mojang is holding their promise, so my hope is that they continue down this path. So, I've been spending time with the little guy after a couple minutes understanding his functionality, and I've come to the conclusion that the Copper Golem is great, but it can be better. So, allow me to show you one way I would improve our new little friend. So the improvement that I would make to the Copper Golem would be to add a cache to its functionality. And how this cache would work is that, say we have our items over here, and we have our chests over here. And what we can do is that the Copper Golem will end up picking up, say, this item, this oak log, from the copper chest. And what it will do is that it notices that its cache is empty, so it's just going to look at the ten nearest chests within its vicinity, and let's just say that it ends up picking this chest right here. So now what it can do is that it notices that its cache is not full, and it has some entries to save the coordinates of such chest and the most recent item it's stored in that chest. So the next time that the copper chest happens to have an oak log, and the golem picks that up, it will remember that it did pick up an oak log from a specific chest. So it'll be this one, and it will walk to the coordinates of that chest and store the oak log in there. Now, just to kind of give a better example, let's just fill up this entire cache. Let's just say that we have a full cache. We have 10 of the most recent items that the Copper Golem has placed in their respective chests. So say, like the next time that the Copper Golem picks up, like a cherry wood from the copper chest, it's just going to say, okay, well, I remember I put this cherry log in this chest, so I'm gonna go walk to that chest and store it. But say that it ends up picking up an iron axe. In this case, it's going to look at its cache. It's going to notice that it has not recently stored an iron axe in any of these chests. So what's going to do is that rather than just going back to these chests right here, what it will do is that it will take the 10 chests stored in the cache. It will take these chests will take priority, and it will look at each chest in the cache. So what it will do is that it will see that if any of these chests happen to contain an iron axe, what it will then do is that, let's say we have this chest happens to contain an iron axe, and it has an open slot for the golem to put the iron axe in it. It will replace, say, this mangrove log. It will replace that log with the iron axe, so that way the next time that the golem picks up an iron axe, it can now see that the iron axe is in its cache, and it will know the coordinates of where that chest is located. But now let's say, for instance, that we have a diamond sword, but the situation here is that not only is it not one of the most recent items stored in the cache, but the Copper Golem has reached the end of the cache, and it could not find a chest that contained another diamond sword. So, in this case, what it will do is that the Copper Golem will look at these other chests, basically performing your normal operation. And by a normal operation, I mean the basic the basic functionalities that the Copper Golem already has, and it will find another chest that happens to contain a diamond sword. So say let's have this chest right here contain the diamond sword. Now in this case, we have a full cache. We want to add this chest and this diamond sword to this cache, but like I said, it's full. We would have to kick one of these and these chests out of the cache. And the simplest solution to that would be to wrap back from the cache. So by that I mean that rather than we go from the end of the cache, we go to the beginning, and we replace the entries with the new ones. So we're saying that we're going to replace the overwrite the coordinates of this chest with this red chest, and we're going to replace the oak log with the diamond sword. But there is a bit of a problem. The problem with this is that we may actually have a lot of oak logs in this copper chest, and we would want we want to keep this oak log within the cache, and and the same could be said for say like like your jungle logs, your pale oak, your cherry logs. These chests could happen to be used and opened a lot more times than anything else. So the alternative solution that I came up with would be to implement the LRU algorithm, or in this case, the least recently used algorithm. So how this least recently used algorithm would work is that we have basically, I guess, like a counter, and this counter would say that 0 it would be represented as the least recently used chest, and 9 would be considered the most recently used chest. So say that the copper chest happens to pick up, say, like a spruce log. It's going to find this chest, and in this case it's going to up this number. It's going to bring the 2 to a 9, and then any other number that was above this chest, it's going to get decremented. So this 9 will become an 8. This 8 will become a 7. So this would be the new order of how recently used these chests are. But now let's say that we wanted to add this Christmas chest and the diamond sword to the cache. Well, in this case, the copper golem will see that this chest with the birch log has been least recently used. So it's going to kick this chest, if I can get it. Thank you. It's going to kick that chest and that item out of the cache, and what it will do is that it will replace those coordinates with this chest and the diamond sword. So now this is the new counter for this cache. So, and then the next time that we happen to bring in a new chest outside of the cache into the cache, we can now see that we're going to replace this entry right here, because this entry has been least recently used. Now over here, this is kind of like a algorithm-ish way of writing this code, writing this cache system that I came up with. It's a good chance I probably got something wrong, but as we can see here, that this here says that if the item does exist within the cache, we're just going to go to that chest, store the new item, and then bring that bring that chest and that most recent item, and we're going to say that okay, we're going to bring that to the front of the list and say that this is the most recent chest and chest that I opened with this item. And then here says that if if the if the item does not exist within in the cache, but that item is contained within the chest in the cache, we're going to bring that chest into the front of the list, and then we're going to kick out the most recent item from that from the cache, and bring in the new one. And then over here we just say that in the event that we don't have the item in the cache, or any of the chests in the cache contain that item, we're going to find a new chest that does have that item, and we're going to, of course, apply the least recently used algorithm, kick out the chest that was least recently used along with its items, and we're going to put in the new chest with the new item. So I hope this explanation kind of helps you put into perspective with what I'm thinking. I do have a feedback forum published, well, not published, posted. Sorry, using the wrong terminology. So if you guys do like what I'm thinking, go give it an upvote. Hopefully, Mojang will take it to consideration, and or if like somebody in some modder, or someone who just likes playing with the Minecraft code, like wants to try and like experiment this idea. I encourage, go ahead, have fun with that. I know like C plus plus, you can use like containers, like your standard list. Anything like Java, you have your array list class. But I think, like, I know, like, most of the code that I've seen has been in like JavaScript or something like that. I don't pay too much attention to the code, so I apologize. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.